Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the page once again for all newcomers. This is part two, man. Y'all go check out part one. We're gonna do this again, man. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Get everyone hip to the page. It's non-stop WAP, man. D Moolah, man. Get hip to the page, man. The money ain't gonna count itself. We gotta do it. So here go part two of what I was just telling y'all about on my story to prison, so we can get on with these stories. I know y'all waiting for the stories. So let's get into this first destination then, so we can go ahead and get to these stories then. So here we go. Jump off the bus. We are receiving. It's Greensville. We here, September. Man, it's burr outside. When I say burr, man, it's burr at this time. I don't even know how they got this burr or whatever. Now I want to tell you, this the end of September, so I don't know if it was just the area where we was at, because you know we in Jerry, Virginia now. Jerry, Virginia is down there, and Southern Virginia. It's about 10 miles away from North Carolina. A lot of people that actually was working at this correctional facility actually resided in North Carolina. Yeah, so we get there, man. So we pull up and we hop out, right? So when we pull up and we hop out, we get to going inside of the building. And it's like, they told us 10 building, if I'm not mistaken. Either 10 building or 9 building. But it was like, it was a shoot basically. We going to the hole. So they walking us in there, but in the first hour they give us the whole spiel, the whole prayer act, the whole don't take candy off nobody's bed, you know, everything. But while they doing all that, I'm just looking around, man. It's throwing me off. I see everybody in there. They walking around with jeans on. They walking around with Levi's. I'm talking about Forces. They walking around with, not butters, but they walking around with actual, like, the state type steel toe boots. It was a couple dudes in there that did have some J's. It just stormed me off. I'm like, I come from the jail where we wearing straight jumpsuits. And you know, if you come from Fairfax, like where I was at majority of the time, man, you stuck in that jumpsuit periodically throughout the day. Like, it ain't no way around it. You in that jumpsuit. So yeah, they doing that. After being in there for like an hour or so, a little bit more than that. They in there finished running all their reels, telling us all they gotta do, giving us the whole, I don't even know, man. We don't even need no playbook, man. Let's go. So finally, we getting up out of there, and we go to medical after that. After medical, they tell us that we're going to go to our cells. Everybody going to have their own cell, but we're going to be on 23 and 1. As far as being in receiving, that's how they coming. Like, they wasn't really supposed to house us, so that's the easiest way that they going to house us, I guess, for them. So we all go to our cells, and then as soon as we lock down, after we get everything, they come by, and they like, hey, we need everybody's attention, right? So when they do that, I'm like, everybody attention, like, what they about to say? Because they kind of like blew a whistle or whatever. So they talking about some, everybody got to get their hair cut. And when I say everybody got to get their hair cut, everybody had to get a 1. So after that, man, one by one, whatever, man, they had the barber come through. Everybody got their joint shaved, man. Cold turkey, ASAP. Like, ain't no way around it. You could refuse, but if you refuse, when you do get to your spot, you'll automatically be in the hole. This back in the day. You ain't got to do it like that no more, but this is how it was back in the day. So we get the haircuts done, whatever, man. So now we just basically all in the hole now, right? So you kind of see some faces from when you was out, when you first got there. Some of the dudes you rode down there on the little hatchback van bus with or whatever, you know. So now we all just back there, and everybody been locked up for a minute at this time, at least a year. It got to be at least a year. We all DOC now, so everybody had to be back for at least a year at this point. So being locked up, anybody know who been locked up for a minute, you know, we going to make the best out of our situation. So the easiest thing to do is, man, who we about to bid off? We got to find somebody to bid off. This time in Greensville, it happened to be somebody named Curry Top, and happened to be this other dude named Bernie that was actually from like Gainesville, Virginia, around the area, like Prince County kind of, but it's like on the outskirts of Manassas. See, Curry Top was a little sweeter. Bernie, he kind of knew what he was doing, but I think he was just doing it to fit in, or he was doing it because he liked the attention, or I don't know. But he kept us going. But Carrot Top was a little green. He was just sweet. Like, he was just sweet as meatballs. Like, Carrot Top was the bid from day one until they transferred him out of that jump. Man, we had did some wild stuff. Like, we all told Carrot Top, everybody say they cakes one night, right? So we in there, and we all saved our cake. So we like, Carrot Top, we gonna give you our cake, but man, that one junk, because he liked this one CO that kept coming back there. So we like, that one junk that you like, that you keep talking to? Because he keep trying to talk to her, but she carrying Carrot Top. She a country junk from North Carolina, but she carrying him a little bit, right? So we like, man, we all can give you our cake, but you got to whip out on her. So Carrot Top was faking at first, man. She came through and did like 2 or 3 more rounds. Came by with the nurse and some more stuff. And he was bull. Man, we like, come on, man. We got these cakes for you. Like, no wild stuff. Like, we real live all say there's probably like 3 or 4 of us. I think it was a dude named Avery. It was a dude. It was a dude from 30th, but he came from the Alexandria jail. He saved his junk too. And then a dude named Marley. Marley had saved it. He was from Southern Ave. He was in the Alexandria jail. They was Cody's, as a matter of fact. They had like 7.5 years, something like that. So we always saved up. We like, man, we're gonna give you out, but you just gotta whip out on her, like, you know what I'm saying? Whip out on her. Man, so we don't know what happened, but on everything I love, young, probably like 9:30, 10:30. It gotta be somewhere around there. Man, you hear, oh, and just for that, I'm writing you up. Man, Carrot Top done whipped out on her. He had to off rip because you could hear her getting on the walkie-talkie or whatever, walking down, calling whoever she calling, whatever. But you could also hear Carrot Top in there just laughing, just like, man, I was just playing, man. What you all on that for? Like, you could hear him just, he ain't copping, but he like chill out, like she being too loud, right? Man, I ain't gonna hold you. I probably cried laughing for about 5, 10 minutes because it's nothing going on back there. It's only us talking. It's only us. You know what I'm saying? It's only but so much you could talk about the streets. We'd have been bad for that. You know what I'm saying? This long. Most of our first time coming to the penitentiary, so it's just like, man, like we gotta find something else to bid off. We gotta get our own entertainment, and this was it right here. And Carrot Top had to like had to knock her head off because she was like blown, like she was yelling on her whole way out the unit. She yelling. You hear her hitting that walkie-talkie, you know. So they come back. They definitely charged Carrot Top, man. He caught his first charge in receiving. They ain't even hit his spot yet. Ain't even go to his spread, no nothing, man. He already got him a 100 series, you know what I'm saying, off the rip. Then Bernie, I ain't gonna hold you. Bernie like I said, he got some sense, but I think he was doing it for fun because Bernie could sing or whatever, right? But man, they was having Bernie singing anything. I'm talking about, they'll wake Bernie up, man. It be breakfast time. I'm talking about, I know everybody be tired. Like, I know as soon as breakfast is over, there's nothing else to do. What else to do besides lay back down? You in the hole. Man, they be on the door already, man. Bernie, man, turn that radio on for us this morning. So Bernie had started singing. I'm talking about early breakfast time. Bernie in there singing. I'm like, man, what? It's about the crack of a dawn. You know what I'm saying? At the drop of a hat, they'll have Bernie in there singing anything. They'll request a song. Bernie will get to singing that jump. Man, they literally had Bernie singing one night, probably for about 3 hours. Like, he just in there singing. Like, man, I know he needed some water. Like, I ain't not hit once him hit the sink, man. I know he needed some water, man. But they had Bernie in there singing all night, man. And it was so wild though, right? Because like I said, we was in the hole, whatever, right? So we still did get 1 hour of rep. So when we go outside, we was going in these cages, and through the cages, you can put your little, you can put your hands through there, but you can put little things through there, like if you got a pen, you want to pass a pen to somebody. If you got a note, you know what I'm saying? If you got some, like you say the cakes or whatever, you wrap that joint up or something, you know what I'm saying? Toilet paper, whatever, you take it out there. Because we ain't really get no commissaries when we was back there, so we ain't had no chip bags to put it in, right? So we get out there, so they bid, man, Bernie knew it too. So I'm telling them, like, don't, right before he do it, I'm like, don't do that. Because like I said, Bernie still was from like Gainesville area. So we outside, Bernie had some frames, right? So dude, I forgot where dude was from, but it was from either Richmond or Tidewater. He wasn't from around Northern Virginia. He told Bernie, like, man, let me see your frames. Man, Bernie don't even listen to dude from a can of paint. Bernie gonna give him his frames. You know what he said? As soon as he gave it to him, he said, man, thank you. Now you gotta understand, we're in the hole. Bernie's never gonna be outside of the hole with him. And if he is, he's gonna be in handcuffs and shackles. You don't see them. We in receiving. We all going to different spreads. You know what I'm saying? Even if we go to the same spread, which I went to the same spread as one person that was there. It's not a high % chance that somebody you give something to that you're gonna be able to get it back. Unless you go to the same spread, you could catch them, you know what I'm saying, on the boulevard. You can catch them on the rec yard, whatever. But to give it to somebody in there and you don't know if y'all going to the same spread or not, man, that was just crazy. I'm talking about, man, Bernie ain't even get it back, man. It ain't really was nothing he could do about it, man. We get back. Dude did end up saying he felt bad, but he said he was teaching Bernie a lesson. So right then and there, man, I knew right then and there we could kick it with you all day. We could do all that. But at the end of the day, this is still prison. So let's get on these stories next.